this degree apprenticeship is a model which has been, I won't say tried as an apprentice program, but there have been organizations that have done this degree for the front end. So in fact, we had, I wouldn't want to mention, but we did have a program for the front end where it was a 3-year degree program. And what happens is, like Ina said, that they, if they don't perform well, we have a challenge holding on to them. Second is that they sometimes are not patient enough to wait for 3 years, work with one organization for 3 years and complete their degree. So I think that's a second challenge. Third is retail for the entry level is not an employment by choice. It is, I don't have anything else, so this is the only job that I'm getting, so let me join, right? And a lot of them join because they either are not interested in studying or do not have the wherewithal to study because of family circumstances and all that. So they come with that kind of a background where studies are not important to them. So the biggest challenge that that team leads would face in introducing a degree apprenticeship is to enroll people from that economic group of people into the program. So I think the first challenge would be there, even before it comes to a challenge for us in terms of hiring them. Right? So I see that as a bigger issue for you all. For us, the challenge, like Ina said, will we be able to keep them for 3 years? And my thing is, will they stay on for 3 years to complete the degree? Yeah. But having said that, in case these challenges are overcome in, for whoever number of people, let's say we hire 100 and we have about 60 where this issue is not so much, what becomes very important for us to do as employers is to ensure that we define a clear career path, like I mentioned earlier also, where we say, okay, if you complete the first year, so while they get a certification or whatever, but from our side, if there is something that we could do for them, right? So when you complete 3 years, if you perform well, of course, like Ina said, we do have KRAs for them as well. So if you perform well and you complete your 3 years, we will take you to this level, right? And for that, we may have to do some internal activities, some internal trainings for them so that we're able to help them do. So I think it has to be a partnership between the employers and the organization that is going to introduce, that's in this case team leads, that's going to introduce a 3-year degree apprenticeship. So I think if that happens, then there is definitely a lot of traction and there is a possibility of this being a successful model. I'm not saying that it will not be successful, but the challenges will be quite a bit. So if we are able to overcome those challenges and obstacles, I'm sure it's going to work well.